Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Leno56 and welcome back to some more Stationeers on the moon. So in the previous episode we were working a little bit on the furnace. We are getting this up to temperature so we can make waspaloi. I have no idea how you pronounce that, but this guy right here. So we want to make some of this because I want to make what I need for the sensor lenses, but I also want to make a hard suit as well. And then we've also been in the process of building our atmospherics room, which I'm hoping I can finish this episode. Not sure if we actually will get around to it, but I'm hoping that we actually do. What I am going to do right now is we are going to take a shower because our hygiene levels are getting a little low. That's not good. Ooh, wait a minute. Yeah, I need to actually do this. So we are going to unhook this guy. And then I think what I'm going to do is get rid of this light because this light's kind of annoying. Um, kind of hurts my eyes a little bit the more I use it. So yeah, we're going to get rid of that light. Let's do this. Throw the water in here. Grab the hand drill and deconstruct. Okay. So I could put this... I could put it like out here or something too to let, everyone else that's with me know that the airlock's being cycled. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Sweet. And we have water in here. You know what I could do? I could go out and find some more ice for some more water. Maybe I'll do that when we go to our outpost to get some more ingots and stuff. I'll do that. One thing I would like to do is, because of how slow that this thing is cooling, I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should... Hmm. Because what I could do is I could put a valve right here. I could put some radiators. Because of how slow this thing's cooling, it's kind of tedious. Oh well. Let's head inside really quick so I can at least do this. There we go. That's a little bit better. Off, off, off. Alright, and we'll put you back here. Just like that. That's working. Alright, and we have more water. The downside is I don't have any charcoal for this guy. Let's see. I could easily get charcoal. That's no issue. But what we are going to do right now is do the shower. So, and we'll just do that. Let's take off everything I really don't need. Yay. Alright. We are clean. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to keep working on the atmospherics room while we're waiting for this to get to temperature. We're almost there. The downside is I need at least 50 MPa of pressure in here. Hmm. Yeah, maybe what we'll do is we'll let this get to temperature and then we'll throw some more gas in here. The downside is that it's gonna It's gonna take a minute. So for this, let's turn our light on so I can at least see. I need to get power in here before I do anything else. So what I'll probably end up doing is throwing some batteries up top and then having our main power line run on the outside of our base. And then we can kind of branch off of it with transformers and stuff. So yeah, let's start working on that. Turn our light off since I don't actually need it. Let's see. I do have a bunch of heavy cable on me, so that's good. Let's make some transformers. So I need 30 iron, 3 gold, and 9 copper. So 30 iron. 3 gold. And 9 copper.
Hunger caution.
Alright, let's eat here really quick. Eat a baked potato. Hey, good morning. Yummy. Alright, so hunger's taken care of. Let's drink some water. Water's good. Our oxygen level's good. So far, so good. I do need to. I do need to get more more water. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Perfect. All right, let's turn our light on so I can go in here. And then what I'm thinking, because I'm gonna make this into a proper airlock as well. I'll need a transformer in here. Could do something like this. Just put it right here. Because the lights, I'll probably have lights along this. Yeah, well, let's just put it right here for right now. Yeah, we'll do that for right now. And then I think how this is gonna work is we'll do something like this. So we'll have probably lights along this side here, then we'll have lights along this side here. And I'll run cable kind of everywhere. And it's all gonna be heavy cable just because this room's gonna draw more than, let's see. Yeah, it's going to draw more than 5,000 watts once I get everything built in here. So yeah, let's go outside because I also need... I did hook up the solar panels. I just haven't connected them or did the logic for them yet. So yeah, let's work on that outside. Oh, actually, before I go outside, let's see here. Alright, so this is to the right temperature. About. And let's... Alright, so let's... $615. Let's get at least 55 MPa in here. There we go. And that'll have to drop. Let's see, I do need some more batteries, so let's do... Here, let's do steel. Hey, good morning. Let's start off with one battery for right now. I can always get more batteries. There we go. Battery. Alright, that's going to take a minute, but we should be fine. I'm going to move all of the logic from over here for our solar panels from here over to here, I think. And then I do need probably an extra... Let's just take these. We'll take those. I should be fine for everything else. I kind of have a plan on how I want to do that. Alright, while that's being built, let's head outside. And then, yeah, I did remove the flashing light just because it was getting rather annoying. I could change it to a different color, too. But having the strobe light effect was kind of... Alright, let's see here. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I know how I'm going to do that. Because our main power line, I kind of prefer it on this lower end. But I could do something like this. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make a lot more cable too. Thankfully, I have an unlimited supply of copper and gold. Oh crap, that's not what I wanted to do. Because that goes like this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo these, I think. Okay, so let's do this. Because this is gonna be our main power line. We're gonna have the batteries right here. There we go, we'll do something like that. And then I need to hook these up to power too. Our battery should be done, so let's head inside really quick and grab that battery. Oh, there we go. And then I do need some steel sheets on me, which the steel sheets, I think there's steel sheets outside. These are iron sheets, or I think I might have used them all actually. Let's see here, let's do... There's our steel. We'll just make a full stack of steel sheets. Not that I really need a full stack, but... Let's see, stationary battery. I just need 2 steel sheets. Sweet, that'll work. Might have to redo our airlock too. Because I should be able to cycle the airlock by pressing these, but it says it's disabled, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Alright, well, the sun's down, so I should be able to adjust this with no issue. Yeah, so let's place... Yeah, we'll place a battery there. There we go. Do something like that. And we'll just do this for right now.
Waste tank caution.
Our waste tank is getting full. What I'll probably end up doing with our waste tank is I'll just swap it out with our jetpack. Okay, so we'll do something like that. And then we will need, let's see, because I could do, okay, I think I know how we're going to do this. So we'll do a batch writer right here. Because then this will connect with this. That'll connect with that like that. And then we're going to have the logic reader. Do logic reader right there. And then we can have the daylight sensor. Yeah, so let's get rid of this. Really? Not enough battery. Okay, we'll just charge this for a couple seconds. That's actually charging really fast, so we probably just sit here and let it charge to full. Or, 50% is good. I probably should make some more batteries, actually, now that I think about it. Or I could make wireless batteries, because that'll also work. Alright, so take you. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because then all I really need for each section I build is just a batch writer. There we go. Alright. And then I can do solar panels. And we'll just do solar panels. I could do an integrated circuit, but having one integrated circuit per section for solar panels, it doesn't really make sense. I mean, maybe if I needed to do like a more complex code for the solar panels, but if it's just something simple like this, I shouldn't need it. Alright, so this is going to read the daylight sensor, and you're going to read vertical, and then we're going to have oh crap, that's why. Yeah, it's supposed to go like that. There we go. That'll work. logic reader, solar panel, vertical. Okay, so this isn't going to actually start working until the sun rises. So let's set these down. Let's do this. You can use SB and command the solar panels. You have solar panels. Yeah, I could do that, but manually switching it around, I mean, that's not the worst thing. I just have to switch everything to 180 degrees, push it down, and that'll solve our solar panel issue. So yeah, so then once the sun hits these solar panels here, it'll start powering this battery, which in turn will power these logic readers right here. And then what I can do is, because I have this circuit here, let's do this. I can get rid of all of this. And then all I really have to do is throw a logic or a batch writer, which we can just do it just like this. Throw a batch writer there. Boom. Yeah, I kind of wish you could, like the easy swap function, like this guy would be able to stack stuff too. Maybe down the road. Logic reader, we're gonna do solar panel and vertical. Sweet, okay. So then basically once these solar panels get hit with sunlight, everything should start working. So then we're going to keep everything open for right now just to make sure everything's working as it should be. In the meantime, let's head inside and see how our pressure's doing in here.
Jetpack low.
Turn our suit off. Oh, dang. That is pretty cold. Come on. Alright, and then what's the temperature I need for this? 527. Or we're almost there. So let's throw this stuff in here. Because we're almost to temperature. 527, we're at 555, so I'm gonna probably have to sit here and baby this. Yeah, we're really close. Let's swap our waste tank for our propellant, so that goes away. And then in the meantime, what we're gonna do, I have a bunch of pipe, I have some insulated pipe. Yeah, I have a crap ton of pipe on me, so I can start hooking all of this up. What I would like to do is get lights in here, so I have one light here. Let's do at least 9 more lights. I think that'll be good. So for lights, this iron and copper, we're not gonna. So let's just, yeah, we'll just do this. So 9 iron, 18 copper. 18 copper and 9 iron. Gosh dang it. Let's throw these in here. We'll make some lights for us. And then, yeah, once the sun rises, which the sun is rising right now, let's go outside and make sure our solar panels are doing what they need to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, not having the flashing light in here is kind of nice. Well, everything adjusted, so that's fantastic. All right, and then these solar panels are powering this battery right here. What I'll probably end up doing, yeah, what I might end up doing, because this is an airlock right here, I might remove these 3 solar panels and put them over on that platform over there, and then put the batteries that are inside the base right here up here. Maybe that's how I'll actually do that. But everything is working, so I can hook all of this back up. Perfect. Alright, and then I'll have to get more walls and stuff for the outside of our atmospherics room. But I want to make sure that our furnace gets up to temperature and stuff before I do anything else. Gosh dang it. I need just a little bit more. I could throw some ice in here too. Like, that's something I could do to actually get up to temperature fairly quick. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Let's throw... There we go. Alright, we're just about there. So, let's see, 50 to 100, 400 to 800. Yeah, so I'll just wait the next little bit. Or I'll just throw this next. Yeah, we'll just throw you in there too. Alright, 530 degrees. We need at least 527. We're at 803. We're so close. 802, 801. And we're there. Yeah, that one's kind of annoying. I know how to fix that issue so I can actually get this up to temperature and stuff. Like, I know how to do that. It's just kind of tedious. So I don't think I'm going to need this for quite a while. So let's go and put all of our nitrogen back in our heat room here, or a pressure room, or whatever you want to call this. And this is just super cold. Alright, that'll work. And then that should start to heat up rather quick. Guess that's one thing I could have done too, because that was super cooled nitrogen. There we go. There we are. Okay. Turn all of this off. So we're going to get this back up to temperature here, which is going to take a minute, but and then I'll have to kind of cycle the gas around. So yeah, I'm going to come up with a better system for this, but I just wanted to get this guy right here. And then because I do have that, ooh, actually, let's grab our lights here really quick so I can at least start hooking this up. Alright, let's do this. So, let's see, what other kind of light variants do we have here? I could do round lights. Yeah, let's turn our light on so I can actually see here. Do something like this. I should have an extra one right here. Okay, so let's hook all of this up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some more cable. That's fine. Alright. And I can actually turn our light off here. Perfect. So we have power here. Let's start hooking this side up. Alright, there we are. And then this will just do this. And then, yeah, I want to automate our atmospherics room too. And then let's just wrap a cable like this. I'm about out of cable here. That's fine. There we are. And we have light. Perfect. So yeah, let's make some more heavy cable because I'm going to need a lot more than what I currently have. So we'll grab iron, or not iron, but we'll grab, yeah, we'll grab this one first. So let's do the gold first.
Hydration.
Oh, and this is only gonna make, yeah, this will make 50, so this will make one stack. Which I guess I can make 2 stacks. Yeah, we'll throw another 25 in there, so that'll make 2 stacks of heavy cable for us. Let's see, where are you at? You're at 800. Yeah, you're actually increasing fairly fast. Okay. Alright, so then now what I'm probably going to do is start hooking up everything with pipes. I'm going to need a lot more adhesive. Ooh, my water's low. Let's do this. So let's start grabbing all of our pipe here. And then how much insulation do we have? We have 17. All right. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do this. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to redo this cable here. That's fine. do something like that. There we are. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this cable. I have an idea on how I want to do that. I just need more heavy cable. Let's grab you. Keep hooking this up. Let's do this. Perfect. Let's do the same thing over here. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to move that. That's fine. While we're waiting for that cable to get made, let's grab our adhesive. Alright, so I need a lot more. So adhesive, let's see here. So steel and silicone. Wait a minute, where's all my silicone at? Silicone. There it is. Oh yeah, I made a bunch of steel sheets. I forgot I did that. Okay, so what does it stack to? Adhesive insulation, stack size 20. Alright, let's do... Yeah, let's make just a stack of 20. And then we do have heavy cable, so let's work on our cable management here really quick. Because I need to get rid of this cable right here, so we're going to run cable down like this. Yeah, we'll do something like this. There we go. We'll do something like that, and then we can delete this cable right here. There we are. Let's see here. We can do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to put filters in all of these. So we'll probably do like oxygen, nitrogen. Could do like nitrous oxide here. Could do CO2, volatiles, and pollutant. And then I also need another insulated tank for water. And then I'm only going to have a handful of pipes go through our base. I'll have a water pipe, CO2, nitrogen, and oxygen. I can kind of mix up and just into a straight oxygen pipe, and that'll be our breathable air. Nitrous oxide and volatiles, I could have their own pipes. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Because I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pipes. Because I want to have enough room for our lights too. Which I think I know how I can actually do that. Because I could have the light or the cable run like on the outermost edge. I'll figure it out. Alright, so in the meantime, I have a bunch of adhesive here, so let's grab you. Let's continue insulating all of these pipes here. Okay, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 10. 10 adhesive, that should be enough. Yeah, let's do another 10 adhesive here. So that is going to be 10 silicone and 5 steel. And then we'll actually just start making insulated pipe. Sweet. Alright, we have a bunch of cable on it, so that works. That's going to be perfect. And you're almost done. Can I just, like, insulate this whole stack? Oh, that'd be too easy. I know you're swimming in gold, so it doesn't really matter, but is there another reason you run heavy cable over cities and heavy... So, the reason I'm doing heavy cable is because a lot of my rooms are gonna require more than 5,000 watts. Um, Also, another reason is because I'm swimming in heavy cable. Or I'm swimming in gold, so it's just to kind of future-proof my base so I don't have to keep, like, redoing our system. So that's really the only reason. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. That's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start hooking all of this up. So, yeah, we'll have a waste tank, obviously, so our air cycles. So we'll have a waste tank, which will get filtered by everything in here. I tend to do our waste tank, or our waste pipe like this. All right, let's make a bunch of insulated pipe, and this is all orange too, which kind of I'm gonna color code all this pipe either way. So speaking of, let's actually start grabbing some paint. So I already have white for oxygen, which yeah, so we'll do white for oxygen, obviously. Yeah, so that'll be our oxygen right there. Let's do... Let's see, I kind of match this gases. So oxygen is white, nitrogen is black. So let's do black. Carbon dioxide is gray. Volatiles is red. Pollutant is yellow. Terrain manipulator, that's what I need. Yeah, so that's what I need to fill all the holes that are surrounding everything. Alright, so let's do pollutant and volatiles. So pollutant, volatiles will be this guy right here. And then we have nitrogen. And then this will be CO2. There we go. That's going to be nitrous oxide, so I think I need green for that guy. Yeah, green for that one, and then blue for water, obviously. There we are. So everything's kind of color-coded for us. Let's see, we are at... I only have about 56 silicon left. Yeah, we'll just make all the insulated pipe here, because I'm gonna need it either way. Okay, so let's do this. And then I'm gonna have to put some volume pumps along these pipes here to keep the pressure up, because these filtration units run off of a like a differential pressure system. So the higher the pressure here, the more that goes through the system and then it gets outputted. And then we are going to delete all of this so it automatically goes into our stack that we have. There we go. And then this one will come across like this. And then this one shouldn't really have any gas at all. But I'm just going to hook it back up to our waste right here. You I might just get rid of, because I don't want to make just a single piece of adhesive, because then I'll have a really weird number when it comes to steel. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, when I used to build our atmospherics room, I would always have like the furnace in here, which I could do, but that always caused issues. Alright, so this will be our waste pipe, which is going to run through the entirety of our base, because I plan on like cycling our air, because like in rooms like our hydroponics room, that'll give off a bunch of oxygen, which I want to utilize, so that it'll go through our filtration system and slowly put all the oxygen in here, and then get distributed through our base. Alright, we're almost done with our silicon. Hunger. You know what I need to make is a suit storage too. Alright, that's enough for now. Alright, so we'll just do that for right now. Sweet, okay. So then... I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should put nitrous oxide over here and CO2 right here. How do I want to do this? Because essentially I would have 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it would go in these lights here. Which I could move the lights back here technically if I did want to just do it like that. And water, volatiles, pollutant. If I move our lights over here, I could have our power line. Because I would almost prefer to have all the pipes run through our base. I actually might be able to make that work. Because we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's hydrogen. But there's not really a good way to get hydrogen yet, as far as I know. And theoretically, if I mix the gases that have oxygen, nitrogen, and CO2 in one pipe, which would be for our breathable air, I could have a nitrous oxide have its own pipe. So I could do like air, nitrous oxide, pollutants, volatile, water. I could technically do it like that. Or another thing I could do is just have the cables run along the outside. That would also work. The downside is I really wouldn't have access to those cables doing it like that. I'm so conflicted. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to do that. While I'm trying to think how I actually want to do that, because I do need some more potatoes here pretty soon. CO2. How many potatoes do I have in here? I have 11, and yeah, I have plenty. What I really would like to do is get a trader who has soybeans. Here, we're gonna do this. We're gonna split our potatoes up here so then I can actually recycle them, or not recycle them, but turn it into charcoal. All right, and let's head over here. We're gonna throw these in here. Oh, just processing 2 reagent mix. I wonder if I should have did that before. Oh well, that's okay. So since I'm outside, let's see if I can find a good trade. Oh, that's a 5x5. Cosmos Convenience. Yeah, I need to make a bigger landing pad, I think, here. Let's see, is there anyone else? Switch this to 180. I don't see anyone else. I might have to get. I'm probably gonna have to get the large saddle, or at least the medium satellite dish. Yeah, because I swung that thing all the way around and nothing. Except for the build ink, which is the one I typically have access to. Let's see. Okay, switch to 45. Yeah. I'm gonna have to swap the small satellite dish for at least the medium satellite dish. Of all the mechanics, trading is the one I hate. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of trading, quite honestly. It's mainly just trying to find the contacts, which is the most annoying part. Okay, our base is looking pretty decent. Let's continue working on our atmospherics room. I do need some more water. Oh, you know what I want? What I'm gonna do? Yeah, that's like the only reason I want it is to get seeds. I want soybeans so I can get soy oil and make French fries. I just want my French fries. Let's make the hard suit. So I need, let's see here. $30 to $40 needs to be fairly hot. Copper, steel, and cobalt. Ooh, actually, you know what? Let's do ore scanner, electrum, silicon, and did I use up all my silicon? Did I? Oh, gosh, dang it! I think I did use it all up in piping here. Actually, I do have a little bit on me. Or what are you at? You're hot enough. Let's throw you in here. There we are. Okay, I need 5. Is it 5 of everything? It is 5 of everything. So 5 of you. Electrum. Wait a minute. Oh, here's Electrum. And I need you. There we go. And then 5 silicon. And we'll make you. So this will allow me to see ores a little bit easier. Which mainly what I would like to do. Survival RTG of 600 watts. Yeah, I mean, I could easily do that. I know how to do that, but I'm not going to. Because there's a way that I could switch this world to creative, then switch it right back and get those. But I'm honestly not too worried about it. It's cost like 20. Yeah. I mean, the one things that would be cool is to have like the infinite filters. But, you know, is what it is. So I have those, which means I should be able to just turn these on. See all the ores. Heck yeah. I think what we're gonna do here. Gold, copper, and steel. Yeah, let's make a few wireless batteries. So we're gonna put you here. So gold, copper, and steel. We're just going to throw all the stuff we have in here. Oh. Alright, I have enough for 2. I need more steel. Which means we... Alright, I don't need to go out on an iron run. So I have enough for a batch of 200 steel. Alright, so let's put these in here. Let's put that in there for right now. My favorite part of Stationeers streams with Lena hearing French fries. I want my French fries. Okay, so let's go and grab some cobalt, because I'm going to need cobalt for astraloy and stellite, which I have everything else. I have copper. I need to make another batch of steel, so I'll end up doing that. Silver, and I need more silicon. Okay, yeah, so we're going to have to go to our outpost. So let's go on a little trip. How are these doing? This one's charging quite a bit faster. I guess what I could do for right now is just swap the batteries out. We'll just do that for right now. So yeah, let's head over to our outpost. We'll grab the silicon that we need. And then we'll see if we can't find some cobalt on the way there too. Good God. That's a hole, that's a hole. Don't go in the hole. Let's see, can I? Oh, I can. Let's see, I'm pretty sure you're iron. Water. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's copper, gold, iron. Yeah, that's iron over there. Holy crap, look at all the gold. Actually, there's a couple different things here. Alright, so CU is copper, AU is gold. There's silicon. H2O, so we have water here. We have oxide. More ice. I mean, I need more water either way. So that might not be a bad idea is to get some water, but it's right along our route. Our route. See, I know there's cobalt around here somewhere. I remember seeing it. There's some more ice. Yeah, I might actually grab some of this ice. Here, let's turn on our glasses so I can... There's more ice over here. Alright, we're gonna do this. Let's grab some of this ice right here. Alright, so this ice is gone. So what are you? I think you're coal. Yeah, you're coal, okay. Iron, lead, gold, copper, more iron. Oh, there's cobalt. Let's see, what's cobalt? CO. So it looks similar to iron, but it's not quite as dark. Yeah, they've improved the sensor lenses. That's fantastic. Because I remember when I was first using the sensor lenses, like you'd mine something and it wouldn't actually delete the icon right away, so you can never tell if it was still there or not when you were driving around. Alright, well, let's put you back. Let's go grab what I came here for, because I need more silicon. And then, I'll probably grab some copper while I'm over here. I don't need iron. Unless there's a bunch of iron, then I might actually end up taking it, but I don't really need iron right now. I have over 1,000 ingots at home.
Power low.
Wow. Oh god. Yeah, that was really the only scary thing about that, is I kept going off course. But at least we made it here, so that's the main thing. We have more ice right there too. Turn you off. Let's see, how much iron do we have in here? Wow. So iron, copper. I haven't had a full thing of. That'll work. There we go. You know, I don't want to talk about getting lost. I could just make the tracker and keep myself from getting lost ever, but what's the fun in that? I do have, yeah, I have a bunch of coal on me. We're fine. Sweet, nice little trip. All right, this freaking vehicle. Actually, since I'm over here, oh crap! Did I seriously just do that? Gosh dang it! There we are. Swap those batteries out. All right, let's head home. And when you go into swap those gas centers. Oh, I probably won't. I guess I could, but I mean those electric ones are working just fine. Like yeah, all they do is require a little bit of power, but the gas ones would be able to process ores a lot faster. But those centrifuges are absolutely keeping up with the deep miner, so I'm not really concerned about switching those out. I guess I could if I really had to, but what I would probably end up doing is keeping the ones at each of the outposts the way they are, and then have a gas one at our main base, and then I can always, you know, process ores at home if I have to as well. But I don't really plan on switching those to the gas centrifuges anytime soon. Not saying I won't in the future, though. And then one thing I do need to do is I need to make some flags so I can set a good route for where I need to go. Gosh dang it. I always turn too soon. It's right here. Yeah, I hope one thing they implement is the ability to drive in third person, because this is third person and I can see my own eyeballs and I really don't like that. Okay, and home sweet home.
Power critical.
Power's fine. See, we're here, we're home. Let's grab you and you. The rest of the stuff can just stay out here for right now. There we are. Alright, turn you off. We'll turn you guys off. And look at all the stuff we got. Okay, so what do I actually need? I forgot what I needed here. So 1.8. Alright, so this has to be really freaking hot. Okay. Because the hard part is restoring the Senti without turning it off. So I just have it set to where it'll automatically open the lever once they get to a certain... Once there's enough ores in each centrifuge, then the levers will open. Obviously, they have to power down. It'll unload everything, then slowly power back up. So it actually works quite well. It is slightly tedious, though. Alright, so let's see. We have this one. This one's more doable. Here, let's see, because I need to get this to 30. Which would be 727, so it is up to temperature already.
Hunger caution.
So I need 50, 100 steel, and 50 cobalt. Alright, well I need more steel, so let's do this. Do you see in my room of deep mine outpost 2, they use sprays in little fields, something like 72 moles per. Yeah, I mean, I could do it, but sweet. And we have steel. Heck yeah. So, okay, I need 100 steel, 50 copper, 50 cobalt. So just half of the steel that we just made. So 50 or 100. And then 50 copper. And then I have a stack of cobalt. See, why that's degassing, I have no clue. It shouldn't be doing that. Because those ingots should already be degassed. Now the cobalt absolutely should let off gas because I mined it naturally. Heck yeah, look what we got. Alright, now the only thing I need is this one, which this one's... The only difficult thing about this one is the fact that it requires 1500 degrees Celsius temperatures. So let's pull some of this out. You know, it needs to be at least 10. So let's do this. So I guess what I could do here is I could throw some volatiles in here for this to get up to temperature. In the meantime, let's eat some taters. It's silly, but apparently you can use it to choose temps like on Venus. You can actually cool your base by sending ingots in a loop through the furnace. Yeah, so I did kinda notice that, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings on it. I see how you could use it to kind of cheese the system, even though once an ingot goes through a furnace and everything, it should be completely degassed. Like I should be able to throw as many ingots as I want in this furnace, and it shouldn't mess with this temperature at all. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I need 1500. What I could do is I could put some gas in here too, because that'll heat this up. Or realistic, all I really need to do is just throw some volatiles in here. I would have to do that from outside though. I'm not risking getting volatiles in our atmosphere. Because the minute I do that, I'll turn on a printer and we'll have a big old explosion. So yeah, let's do that really quick. Not the explosion part. We'll put the volatiles in our furnace. Alright, I'm gonna have to rush just in case that pressure gets ridiculous. Nope, we're fine. Alright, let's see here. And 10 to 20, 1.8, which is 1500. Sweet. Alright, and then I need 100 silicon. How much silicon? Oh, I have plenty. Let's see, 100. I have the cobalt, and then I need 50 silver, which we have silver right here. Sweet. Alright. You need to increase temperature, go up. Alright, so I need 1527. So we're going to let that heat up for a little bit, get up to temperature. And in the meantime, we're going to continue working on our atmospherics room here. So we have power, I just need the gases. So I could move the lights down one. That would make it a little bit easier for these lights to actually hit these back parts here. Then I could have, well, we would have CO2, nitrous oxide, nitrogen, and oxygen. And on this side we'd have water, volatiles, and pollutant. Which means I could run our power cable down this side right here. I guess the only thing we can really do is try it. I mean, I do have plenty of pipe on me, so worst case I can always kind of redo it. I also love doing that, like the fact that you can just kind of copy the color of a pipe just by deleting it. It's pretty useful. Yeah, so this will be our CO2. Because I kind of like running all the pipes throughout our base. Just because then I can mix stuff on the spot. Like depending on what room I'm building at that particular time. Alright, so there's our CO2. So we'll grab you. I'm going to need a lot more. Let's see, let's do nitrous oxide. Do something like that, and then we'll have nitrogen and oxygen, and yeah, I'm gonna have to move those lights. But for right now, let's make some more pipe. Alright, I have a bunch of steel. Wow, I had steel. Oh well, now I have even more steel. Silver, steel. Let's do... Let's do this. Okay, so... It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so I need... I could do 5 stacks. Well, how much silicon do I have? I have enough. Yeah, we're gonna do 5 stacks of pipe. Alright, that's a lot of pipe, but that's okay. How long pipes exist? Oh, they do, don't they? I forgot. Oh my gosh. So, okay. So it saves me on 2 pipe. That's not okay. One, two, three, four. I don't know. I'm conflicted because the long pipes will be really useful to have. But I kind of like having like the individual junctions everywhere too. It makes it look... It's too bad you can't just customize each pipe. Like you could make one that's like, you know, 2 long, 3 long, all the way up to 9 maybe. Saved me on 4. That's not terrible. That's not bad. All right, let's do this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That doesn't look bad. Yeah, that's the only downside is I can't really merge anything. So, and if I plan on mixing stuff around, I'll play around with it. Let's see, what was I doing? I'm waiting for you to get up to temperature. That's gonna be a minute. Okay, so let's do nitrogen. One, two. Yeah, I'm just gonna do normal pipes for right now. I can always switch it around later once I kind of figure out how I want everything to run. Alright, so before I do that, let's... You know what I kind of want to do is I want to make another one of those. What do I need? Oh, I have everything I need is already in here. Well, that works perfectly. There we are. So this we're just going to place in this room. Doesn't really matter where I put it. I could just put it like right here. Yeah, let's put it right there for right now. Perfect. Nice, that'll charge our battery while we're sitting here. I need... You have long plays save on research, but they save. That's true. Yeah, saving on CPU wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't really build my bases overly big though either. Like I like having the lights here, but I also don't like having the lights here. But then again, all this is going to be covered up. So I guess it does kind of work. Alright, so then we'll do this, this, and this. Perfect. And then I'm kind of wondering, because I have cladding right here, I might switch those to actual walls. Just so... Because cladding isn't airtight, which is the downside to cladding. It's good for aesthetics. I'll see if I can't just use cladding for right now. But I'm going to have to go up top and dismantle this frame right here so I can keep running these pipes around. But I do kind of like the way that looks. Okay, so before I do anything else, let's grab everything I need for a water tank here, an insulated liquid tank. So I need 5 copper, 20 steel, and 30 silicon. So copper, steel, and 30. Gosh dang it. I have 27. That's frustrating. I'm so close. I need 3 more. Okay, let's go see if I can't find 3 more silicon. Actually, yeah, the sun has not risen yet, so that's not getting up to temperature quite yet. All right, let's head outside. I just need to mine a little bit of silicon. Oh crap! I had my filters on the entire time. That's why I want to make the hard suit, in case I forget to turn our suit off. Silicon. Hey, here's some over here. Sweet, that should be it. Alright, the sun's out, so our heater should be turned on. The next thing is I already have the code needed to automate our suit. I'm just hoping it still works. I only need 3. Our pipe heaters are turned on. That's fantastic. This is slowly increasing. Alright, that's enough. That's all I needed. Alright, let's turn our suit off. Open up our helmet, turn our light off, and throw you in here. Nope, I need you. Yay, insulated liquid tank. Could have gone and grabbed some more volatiles too. I mean, realistically. I have so much stuff here. Alright, there we go. This is going to be our water tank. Perfect. So I don't really need a atmosphere or a filtration machine for this. I'll probably just use it, the ice crusher that we have. I forgot I had the ice crusher, but we have it right here. Because then gas could, or water, liquid could go down. Probably do something like this, actually. What do I need? I need a welding torch and an iron sheet. I have an iron sheet. I've been saving them just for this occasion. Actually, I really haven't been. I've just been holding on to them.
Temperature high.
And then
Toxin
cable.
detected. Temperature critical.
There we go. Perfect. Let's see. Put you there. Put you there. Let's put you over here. Kind of tidy up our inventory a little bit here. All right, perfect. So then we'll make some insulated piping for this. Okay, I know how I'm going to do that. Well, I might as well just put the silicon in the furnace out here. Dang it. There we go. And we'll just let you cook. Alright, that is almost up to temperature. Let's see, what if I just take a little bit more out? Because I only need 10. We're so close. What is it? It's 1527 or 1487, so we're about 50 off. Okay, so water. Let's work on volatiles and pollutant for right now. And I could do 10 or 10. Yeah, that'll work. I'm not really gonna need pollutant, but I can use it for something, so we'll just take it with us. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Because these areas right here will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. think I know how I might end up doing that. Can do a 5-piece right here. Yeah, so it saves on, so that saves one pipe. And then I can do the same thing. I can do the same thing right here. There we go. And then I'll do the same thing with nitrogen, so yeah, we'll do something like, I guess I could put a 3-1 right here, can I? Yep, I always need pipes. That's why I always just make a crap ton every time I make more pipes. There we go. And then what we'll do is, this is 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That'll work. Let's see. So I might just do things of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That actually worked nicely. There we go. Perfect. And then we can do the same thing with this one. So we'll do 5, 10, 15. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. That worked perfectly. And then I can do the same thing with our liquid pipe over here. Nice. Speaking of liquid pipe, I need to actually make some liquid pipe. Which is what I was working on a silicone for. Ooh. Hey, look what we got. Okay. So, we're going to pause the atmospherics room for a minute because I want to make the Hardsuit. So, steel, stellite, and astroloid. Stellite. Astroloid, and then I should have steel somewhere, which we do right here. And we're making the Hardsuit. Well, this is exciting. Well, our atmospherics room's coming along quite nicely. I just need to get some vents and stuff hooked up as well. Which the main issue I have with long pipes and stuff is the fact that it's going to be difficult to actually put junctions and stuff where I need to and make things more flexible. Okay, I guess it is. Yeah, that's going to be the only issue that I have with the long pipes. Yeah, I'm going to have to mess around with it. Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to mess around with them. But in the meantime, look what we got. We'll swap you,
Anti-critical.
swap you.
Waste tank critical. Power critical. Filter critical.
Oh, look at that. Now I can put this in storage. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to make the Hardsuit helmet. Oh, this is exciting. And then we're going to do the jetpack next. Which I have that too. Haha. While we're doing that, let's do integrated circuits, steel, electrum, and solder. Electrum, solder, and then I do need a little bit of steel, which is fine. I'll be able to make that after I make this. Oh, heck yeah. Turn the light off. Oops. Look at our little person. It's amazing. Oh, heck yeah. And we have the jetpack. Alright, so we'll do this.
Jetpack critical.
Hey, we have the Hardsuit. Alright, let's empty you. We have all the super alloys.
Hydration critical.
Alright, give me a minute. We're gonna make one of those. Oh, my helmet's closed. And you're just about done. Let's grab the laptop. So this is actually code that I made quite a while ago. Yeah, this is the inside of our base. Alright, so let's clear this. Library. Yeah, solar panels, the satellite dish. Suit control. So open suit. Nice, okay. Alright, let's see if it works. So if I close the helmet, the suit turns on. If I open up the helmet, the suit turns off. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's code I made in one of my previous playthroughs that I just ended up saving. But that is done, so that is amazing. Okay, so let's continue working on this. Let's do the same thing with these lights. Because I want to see if this is even going to work. It should work. I should be able to make it work here. Let's see, lights. Let's do... There we are. Perfect. Okay, and then I think how I would end up doing this, I don't really have to do it right here, but in this one, where these lights are is where that cable would run. Actually, our cable would run right here, and the lights Yeah, I guess we'll just have to play with it and see how that works. Our atmospheric stream's coming along quite nicely though, so let's make some more cladding because I think the top part, well, actually the top part's not done because I'm not sure how I want to do. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Copper. Let's throw some copper and some iron in here. Let's make a couple of doors. I just need 2 doors because I'm going to turn this into an airlock really quick. I do need some more flooring and stuff though too. I'm going to have about 10 minutes of this stream left, so we're almost there. You know what? Since I do have enough power, do I get the normal arc welder or the Mark II arc welder? What's the difference between them? So the normal arc welder, flashpoint auto ignition, it's probably just those. 100 degrees and 250 degrees. 600 and 700. So the Mark II is just designed for higher temperature, essentially. But they're virtually the exact same as far as resources go, so I might as well just make the Mark II, because, you know, why not? So, steel, electrum, invar, and solder. Invar. I need more electrum. No! That should be easy enough, because I have silver. I only have 40 silver. Oh, 40 it is. I'm almost out of gold. That doesn't seem right. Gosh dang it. Ooh, speaking of, I need to get the charcoal for that thing. Yeah, so this will make 80 electrum for us. Oh, crap. Actually, hang on a minute. Oh, I just need less pressure. So 2.4. Let's do this. There we are, and we have electrum. Let's see, I'm almost out of gold, Lena. Yeah, I kind of figured they were pointless, but since they cost the exact same, I might as well. Do I really need them? No, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm almost out of gold. That's insane. Which means we're going to take a trip over to our gold miner over there and see how much gold we have stored. Because that thing's been running for quite a while, and I don't use a whole lot of gold other than for cable. Arc welder. Well, I guess that means I can put... Here, let's put you guys down here. We'll put this guy right there. A large battery somewhere. Large battery in there. Thought I had another large battery. Ooh, actually. Steel, Inconel and astraloy. Oh, that's easy. Look what I can make. Where's all my steel? It's all in here. We're making some nuclear batteries. So I could make 3 of them. Grand, do I really need 3? So the nuclear batteries, do I really need nuclear batteries though? That's the thing. Or I could just use a wireless battery for this. Granted, with the arc welder though, yeah, maybe I'll do 2 nuclear batteries for my arc welder, just so it lasts a lot longer. Granted, for right now, I can just put that in there. Watch me just forget about the nuclear batteries and I end up making a bunch of them. Alright, and then I need plastic, which we have right here, arc welder. Nice. And then I need crowbar and glass. Do I have glass? I don't think I do. 2 nuke batteries for the suit, everything else wireless. Yeah, maybe. Because I have wireless batteries. I have a wireless there, I don't have a wireless there. I have a wireless in here, and that's already fully charged. I could do the nuclear batteries for the rover. I'm not sure how I want to do that, but I do know I need more silicone. Alright, we're gonna head outside for a minute. I shouldn't need to... I was gonna say I shouldn't need to turn my suit on, but the minute I close my helmet, my suit turns on. And then the minute I open up my helmet, my suit turns off. It's so nice not having to actually do that. Alright, so I only need 2 pieces of glass, so... And the glass. Alright. And... there we go. So now what I need in here... Here, let's do... let's do 2 stacks of liquid pipe. We're gonna do insulated, so let's do steel, which all of our steel is in here. Yeah, let's hold off on the nuclear batteries for right now. Because I'm not sure if I really need them at the moment, so we'll hold off on the nuclear batteries. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted. I guess... Hmm. Yeah, these long pipes make it kind of difficult to do anything useful. I know it saves on like CPU and stuff, but I guess what I could always do is once I kind of have everything set up, I could kind of redo everything and put long pipes where I needed to kind of free up CPU power and stuff. But for right now, I don't know if I really need to worry about it too much. Alright, and we have this. So I guess I could do this for right now. I can always adjust it. Could do that. I mean, that works. I kind of wish you could customize how long each of those pipes are. But that'd be kind of cool. Because, like, this makes sense. This right here does not make sense. Like, I almost like the way this looks better. Just having a bunch of... So, I don't know. I'm conflicted. But in the meantime, I can always do this, too. The frick? Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense to do that just because it doesn't really save on resources, but it does save on CPU, I guess, which makes sense.
Hunger.
Plus, I kind of like the way that actually looks. Maybe if I just do everything 3 long. Granted, the downside is that doesn't actually save on resources at all. I think that one would. That doesn't look bad. I'll take it. Alright, let's grab some more liquid, more insulated pipe here. Okay, so I basically have everything I need. So what we're going to do is all the pipe we have, we're going to put in our inventory. We're going to do this. And then I'm going to have to go outside and actually continue. Because I'm going to have to deconstruct those frames, finish piping everything up, and then reseal those frames. Before I do that, though, we are going to grab some active vents and stuff, because I'm going to have a cooling system as well, which nitrogen would be best used for cooling. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. So iron, gold, and copper. So we're going to make 2 active vents for our atmospherics room over there. So this is going to be... It doesn't really matter how I do this. Oxygen. And that'll be waste. Yeah, so oxygen, waste, and I can color code those too. Actually. I like how there's a passive insulated vent. Do I have any iron? I have more than enough iron. Let's do. Because if I'm gonna color code everything, I could, since this is gonna be our waste event, could turn that orange, then that'll be our oxygen vent. I don't know if I'll keep it like that, but I might. And then we'll do coolers and heaters. I don't think I'll really need the wall heaters, but the coolers, I'll need to cool our base down. Granted, we're at a steady 23 degrees Celsius, so we're fine for right now. But my plan is I'll probably... Actually, it doesn't matter how I do it, because I can do pipes however I want here. Yeah, so the nitrogen, I think, is what I'll use to cool our base. Because I can super cool this nitrogen right here, not that. Because I can super cool this nitrogen with the radiators. Yeah, that's what we're going to end up doing. But I'm going to have to do that in the next episode. Um, so with this episode, we made the Hardsuit. We automated it, so that's amazing. And then I should be able to fly a lot faster too. We worked on the atmospherics room. This is almost done. I just have to get some turbo pumps in here to hook up everything. I want to get our wall coolers, our vents, and everything hooked up as well, so then I can actually turn everything on. It'll start filtering out our atmosphere and start recycling and storing gases here for us. And then we did make the jetpack, which I'm going to go out and actually see how fast we can fly in comparison to the other one. Oh yeah. That is so much faster. Which means that traveling from this base to our outpost is going to be a lot quicker too. I have so much freaking gold in here. It's only 4,500 gold. Well, we're not short on gold by any means. Oh yeah, this jetpack is going to be so nice. Look at that. That's awesome. But yeah, on that note, I'm going to call the episode here. And then, like I said, in the next episode, we're going to finish up our atmospherics room. There's not a whole lot left that we need to do on it. I do need to hook up some more solar panels. Granted, this battery is doing fantastic. So realistically, we're probably fine. But I'm going to take these batteries here, put them where these solar panels are, and then the remaining batteries we'll place over here. So then each room will kind of have their own batteries, but it's also to keep the solar panels from essentially having too much charge where they'll start burning our cables and stuff. But that's kind of my plan for the next episode. And then I am going to expand our landing pad here. I'll probably place another platform over here somewhere, and then get like a 5x5, or heck, I could even do like a 9x9 or something, get a big landing pad, and then I can get the medium satellite dish so we can actually get some seeds, because I really just want soybeans for French fries. But yep, I'm gonna call the episode here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you all